Yeah, so some people call me Aernout. It's Dutch for, well, you know. So we believe it's not about where you are, but where you can go. This is a sentence that goes around in our company for quite a while. We are mobility concept creators. We believe that we can create a future with our products. And the last couple of years, we also been thinking about being more sustainable, taking our own responsibility. So also there, we think it's about how can we create as a company a more sustainable future. So where do we want to go? And our company is all about wheels. It's about circles. It's in our logo. It's in our products. We love wheels and we love circles. So in a way, for me, the circle is a symbol for endless innovation without start and without beginning. But you have to begin somewhere. So what we did for this is we came up with a really compelling and grand vision for our whole company with our end consumer in mind and in the middle, but also taking along our environment. So we think it's really important that you can inspire everyone, think really big, have this really vision on how you want to change the world as a company. But being a rather big company, we are more than 1,000 employees now. It is we noticed difficult to get everybody along in this vision. People just tend to be scared for changes. They want to do their job as normal. They feel comfortable with it. So how to take everybody along, even though you have this great vision of the future? And that is, I think, start small. Really do experiments. Show that it works. Say, oh, we just do this pilot. No worries. We'll just start somewhere. So that's what we did. We did, for instance, Flexplan. That is about leasing strollers. We started very small in the Netherlands. Didn't do too much marketing on that and just learned. We also did market research that showed that, for instance, in the UK, we could potentially double our turnover if we start introducing leasing there. We also work together in Rescom. It's a European project where on a small scale we learn and develop and co-create tools to help ourselves but also other companies to become more circular. And we do things like this, a circular business project. Can be just a really short workshop where you say how can we involve retail in aiming to get to our vision of products to last. And it's really nice. It's just to start somewhere with these experiments and see how can that help to show proof of this big vision. So some of the learnings that I want to share with you is if you do this, if you go more circular, you kind of reinvent your whole company. I heard this before already today. It's a radical change. It's like you reinvent your whole business. So you will definitely attract new customers, and you have to rethink about how you deal with these customers. And that's really fun. It's like starting all over again. We found it out with the leasing project. It's also about stakeholders. If you don't get your higher management with you, then forget about it. I started like 8 years ago with this underground movement within Bugaboo, and that had some exposure, but in the end the management team wasn't ready for it yet. So it took quite some years before we actually took this step. So get your management team on board and cooperate. I think it's just too big and too important to do and try to do alone. So these kinds of sessions are really important for me to share and to learn, because I'm afraid we don't have too much time to change from this old way of working and thinking to a more sustainable future. So cooperation is really, really important. So some of the things we will do this year, in 2017, we will start a pilot with refurbished products. Because we sometimes get products back in warranty, or we get products back from our web shop, or we have some leftovers from special editions. We want to do something with it. So why not refurbish them and resell them? We also want to implement take-back systems. So we, of course, want to stimulate people to refurbish their stroller or buy new fabrics. But what to do with the old fabrics? They just can't throw it away. So why not give it back to us and see what we can do with it? And we also want to set really measurable targets for our product development teams. So really focus them and say this is what we feel is important and this is how we score. And that's really, really difficult to make it measurable. But we do feel that it can show your improvement and focus the development teams. So I think that's my message for today. Think big, have this really compelling vision, get everybody on board, but start really small in order to show that it works. Thank you.